On a summer afternoon in Roane County, high atop Mount Roosevelt, Chip Snyder is long and short dashing radio frequencies all across the country.
I'm part of an international hiking group of amateur radio operators, the name of which is Summits on the Air. Now, this group of amateur radio operators, there are about 7,000 of us in the U.S., as a hobby, climb mountain peaks and set up radio stations temporarily on the top of these peaks.
A member of Summits on the Air for about 2 years now, Chip is trying to earn his way to receiving the Mountain Goat Award.
Now, the Mountain Goat Award is the amateur radio equivalent of the Nobel Peace Prize. That means an amateur must have achieved 1,000 points. Typically, that includes about 200 summits, most often within a couple hundred miles of where you live.
Historically, the size and weight of a ham radio wouldn't lend itself to convenient mobility, but scientific advancements and ingenuity came up with an answer.
I created what's known as a vertical antenna. This is a carpenter's chalk line, and I replaced the line with wire. This is a clip at the right length that I must have in order for the antenna to work properly, and then it ends up through this wire in my radio. And from that point, like magic actually, from that point on, it's listen to the radio, find stations to talk to, and off you go with your Morse code. Just a lot of fun.
Chip will tell you all about the joys of his hobby, but he'll also tell you about the relevance of it during tougher situations.
Probably the most important would be something called ARES, A-R-E-S, Amateur Radio Emergency Services. So when there's this fire, as there was several years ago in Pigeon Forge, in that particular area, ham radio operators helped out.
But for now, Chip will continue to climb and dash his way to what he hopes will be mountain goat status.
And I just fell in love with the opportunity to be outside and hike and take my hobby, amateur radio, with me. It's just a blast.
And you just randomly came across him in the woods.
Yeah, which is how all good stories start. Right. I was at the Ozone Falls State Natural Area shooting a story over there. Went over to get some B-roll or some just nice, pretty shots of the area. Ran into him, man. We had an awesome time together. He's a wonderful dude. So Summits on the Air, Mountain Goat status. Fingers crossed for you, bud.
Had a great story to tell.
Something like that.
Wonderful character.